Hey everybody, it's Cyrano from the GrogHeads. Yeah, I know. I said I wouldn't do another one, probably. But something happened, and events will happen that way. And that's kind of why I brought my iPad. This is August 2015's newsfeed. I went back to look because that's fun to check. And we see that this is the first time in ages that we had raised the American flag over the Cuban embassy in Havana. Angela Merkel, there she is, had for the third time endorsed the Greek refinancing and its debt structure. And unfortunately, the Yahoos and ISIS had blown up yet another site that's sacred to all humanity. But anyway, that's beside the point. Also in August of 2015, I went online. And when I went online, I ordered this. Urban Operations from Nuts Publishing. That's right. I ordered this in August of 2015. As I'm recording it, it's July 1st, 2017. They almost made it 2 years, but here it is, and I'm going to open it for you. And I've waited. I wanted to do this last night, but there's no time, so I'm going to do this now, and we're going to crack the shrink together. But here it is. It's a thick box. It's a nice one of those, it's not detergent box, but it's one of those nice big GMT box things. And here on the back is telling us what it is. And it's all these modern combat situations and all the fights we're going to have. And I note, and I just love these guys for this, it is a proud product of France. Yes, it is. So let's get in here and see what is inside Urban Operations. Uh-oh. That's right, everybody. Now I can't go on Consim World and sell it as new in shrink. Curses. All right, here we go. Open it up, put that to the side. Yep. There they are. This is a block game. There's a reason that they went with the Christmas colors. It's Christmas. There's a reason that people have sticker ring services, and that's because there's a lot of blocks here. I'm thinking these are the pretty much standard size blocks we see in a lot of other games, but there's a boatload of them. Here we have a deck of cards. Oh, units. And I know there are units from a lot of different countries. So we have their cards. There we go, Urban Operations. And there's their cards, nicely put away in shrink. I love unshrinking cards. I don't know why. And there we have, ooh, yes. There's a long story about why I really, really love this particular card. And there's a reason why on the GrogHeads forums, I'm known as Jeep Killer Actual. So it's nice to see helicopters what can shoot things and carry people around. 4 aces, that means something. Baggies, these are nice. These are a nice inclusion. Couple of nice 10-sided dice. Those are cool. And we have here, we have a rogue chit. I don't know where that came from. That got popped up. We're going to find out. I bet that fell out from somewhere. 4 aces, 4 different campaigns. We see them listed there. I like the fact that they went with some things that weren't necessarily well known. I know where these things are. I'm sure a lot of the grogs out there will. But seeing all these, especially seeing them going all the way back, is pretty cool. And this is described as their grand campaign. Let's see what it looks like. There's the layout of the map. Yes. Operation Sinbad. Yep. And there's Phantom Fury. Had to figure if you were talking about some more details and the scenario setups. So that's a campaign setup for all 4 battles, I'm assuming linked together. That's neat. Here we have carefully wrapped together. Wait. Not new anymore. I'm going to go through here and see we have all kinds of charts, terrain effects, combat procedures. And I'll tell you something, lunch at Frankfurt. I've had lunch in Frankfurt. That's nice. It amazes me, and I don't know, I'm no graphic designer, but it always amazes me that we still go back to the layout of Squad Leader and Panzer Leader and Panzer Blitz when we do a scenario. Oh yeah, it's 4 color and we got nicer graphics and all this. It's still Panzer Leader. They're coming, all right. The Great Escape. I just love these evocative titles. Oh, now we have lunch at Frankfurt. That's good. And there comes, so they must have doubles of all these. All right, so we've got a lot of these and showing where the force areas are and the units are. Lead the way. Well, that's what they do after all. Tiger Trap, outstanding. So we have a whole bunch of these scenarios. Good morning, Lenin. All right, then. So we're going to have to go through those, it looks like, and see which ones we like. Put those to the side. Mogadishu, Operation Restore Hope. Another grand campaign. 2 grand campaigns, kind of like that. And obviously the historical background. And there are the missions. Oh, yes. Make our way through those. And some variants as well, always to be admired. Go in here. Oh, and here we are. Stickers. We knew we were going to... Oh, sorry, upside down. We knew we were going to have these. Let's get... Oh, look at the stickers. There they are. We have silhouettes, recognizable silhouettes. For the green guys, I might surmise. And now we're going to go over to here to... Oh, another grand campaign. Folded in 1985. They didn't exactly sort this when they filled the box, but that's okay. It makes you feel like there are more presents inside. This is a shout out to Brandt and his dad and all the guys that defended the Gap back in the days when we thought the Ruskies were going to come pouring over the Gap. I was raised with that. So it's a lot of stuff in that grand campaign. That's pretty cool. Oh, and now we have the stickers for the other side. There we go. Get them. There's our rules of play, finally. This one's obviously a bit thicker. What is it? It's the rules. And again, it looks like we get the game set up and a whole lot of color. But it also looks like they pushed the scenarios off to the side. Ooh, apertures. Rules for apertures, folks. You know you're dealing with a tactical level game when you have aperture rules. Events. Achieving a block. That's probably a good thing in this game. Activating a block. What is it? It has so many blocks. Advanced rules. Okay, guys. This is something that my buddy Doug and I always talk about. It's okay that your game is complicated. This is obviously a somewhat complicated game covering a complicated subject. I appreciate that you want to tell me about it in a nutshell. This doesn't. This is a big nutshell. Love you. This is a big nutshell. Okay, we're still doing that. That's kind of awesome. I mean, I appreciate what you're doing. Don't get me wrong, and I'm looking forward to playing. But my goodness, if your nutshell is 4 pages long, color me skeptical. Oh, more pieces fell out. These are nice. Look at this. Look at this. These are those nice pieces that just fall out because they're just so well punched. That's kind of cool. I know that frustrates people who don't like to play games but like to collect them, but I am not that. So here they are, some very nice counters, new standard counters, rounded corners, no more cutters, easy to punch out, obviously almost falling out punch out. Looks like we got a whole bunch of status markers here. All right. Gonna go in some more status and some other situational markers. Obviously the blocks are your units. And the maps. This is a little one, little strip-like creature. I'm imagining that sits on the end of something. I don't know. The crease doesn't feel too heavy and looks like it might lay flat fairly readily. I'll repeat my love of mounted boards, but I understand the issue. Here we have a very big map. Aha! In which we will have an urban operation. Familiar terrain over which you might imagine such a thing would take place. Now we'll take a look at the other side. A little less blown up, a little less Middle Eastern, I think, by the color palette. Could be wrong. Not saying there aren't any green areas of the Middle East. There certainly are. But I'm feeling a little more Fulda-esque with this one. Nice big-sized map, big-sized field of play. I like that. All right, so there's our map. And now what do we have here? We have here underground the bunker. Oh, so we did some sewer rules. Neat. All right, looking forward to seeing how they handle sewers. Always a fun topic in ASL and Squad Leader and the whole bit. Cool. Some more chits that didn't want to stay in the sprues. Again, that's all right. You look good, still there. And we have another map. Go over here, open this up. I think those two laying side by side could be used to make a pretty big, twisty, turny maze of passages all alike. Bonus points for those who get the Zork reference. All right, let's take a look at the other side. Oh, my goodness. That's not going to be a lot of fun for anybody in a lightly armored vehicle. But there it is, very nicely done. Lovely, lovely art, very evocative actually. I'm particularly fond of attempts to do things like that and like that, where they can evoke the terrain that isn't quite so hexite-y, just simply drawn on there, but actually artistically done. This is also fun too. Those little touches, those little that suggest the architecture and the design. That's delightful. All right. Well, I think that's it. Oh, one more chit. Wanted to get away. All right, well, it won't. It goes in a bag. So there it is. I now have, after a nearly 2-year wait in my hands, all the way from France, Urban Operations. Looking forward to it. Between this and Sovereign of the Seas, I've got a great couple days of gaming ahead of me. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.